everybody, welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I just wanted to share something that I saw about, a lot of people are voting for Trump and a lot of people might be voting for Kamala. I don't know if a lot of people know there's a third choice, and that is Kennedy, Robert Kennedy. He is obviously a descendant of John F. Kennedy. He's the nephew of John F. Kennedy, and he is the son of Robert F. Kennedy. So he's Robert Kennedy Jr. And he was killed as well. His whole family has been killed, unfortunately. But yeah, he is amazing, and I just want you guys to see this video to show you how awesome he is. He went to the border himself to see how the situation was. So let's see what he found.
Well, this is the fence that was built by the Obama administration, and when the Trump administration came in, they were to continue this up the hill because there was no fence up the hill. And they purchased all this material to complete the fence. And then the day that President Biden came in, he signed an executive order at the fence not be completed. So all of this material that goes down there for a mile, these miles of material have been just sitting there rusting out of apparently political pettiness.
I have served as the chairman of the Yuma County Republican Party for 10 years. Kennedy.
So apparently Obama started building a fence. I think it was that tiny one. And then, and then Trump continued it, and then Biden stopped it.
Was only the second Democrat that ever requested a border tour.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So nobody actually ever came to really find out about the border and some of the challenges here.
I'm at the border wall around Yuma, Arizona. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. We've watched about 150 people come across. I was expecting that most of the people would be from Central America.
Where are these people coming from, though? Like, they look like they're from everywhere, but somehow they end up Mexican border.
This is really extraordinary.
This is an American issue that we're talking about. We have polarized the border and immigration to be divisive and all about rhetoric.
This is the infamous Morales Dam gap, and what you had is under President Trump, you had a big push for infrastructure, the wall system. And when President Biden took office, he signed some executive orders that basically halted all wall construction. And so that left the gap here.
Communities like yours are dealing with the ground reality of what happens when we have a broken federal policy that leads to an environment where you have to process over 200,000 people in 3 years.
This is at the Regional Health Center. These are some of the people that we saw come across the border last night, and they're now being processed at the health center.
Firsthand, I want you to hear from our hospital and some of the challenges that we faced there.
The dangers that await people as they make this journey, you don't know who you're going to come in contact with. They don't know who they're turning maybe their child over to. In this room, obviously, we designed it to be as comfortable as we can possibly make it, because the reality is no child should ever have to come to this exam room for an exam.
What I've learned is that people like yourselves doing this work, they're doing it from a humanitarian perspective.
This advocacy center is a product of this community, every aspect of it. If it were not for the support of our community, we would have none of it. So every victim, adult.
This is who he wants to be his vice president. She's very young. She looks really like a kind person, and yeah.
Or child that comes to our center leaves with one of these handmade quilts. You cannot buy hygiene equipment or diapers with a SNAP card. And if I'm trying to help somebody make decisions toward their safety and that of their kids, I have to help them meet their own basic needs. This stuff is stuff that we offer anytime that becomes a deal breaker toward making a decision toward getting out of a violent situation.
What you've accomplished in serving the community, the migrant community, and from a place of grace and heart and knowing the truth of what these individuals are going through, that to me is just an example of what's possible.
This has been an extraordinary trip for me because on the one hand, last night, I witnessed this dystopian nightmare of this uncontrolled flow of desperate humanity crossing the border and converging here because of misbegotten policies by high leadership of the United States, and landing in this community that has the other side of America, the best that we can represent to ourselves, to the rest of the globe. But after visiting the border, I've come to understand that the open border policy is just a way of funding a multi-billion-dollar drug and human trafficking operation for the Mexican drug cartels. When I'm president, I will secure the
Okay, did you guys hear that? Let me put it.
border. I've come to understand that the open border policy is just a way of funding a multi-billion-dollar drug and human trafficking operation for the Mexican drug cartels.
So he's saying that Biden has the open border because he is indirectly funding the Mexican drug cartels. Watch the movie with Tom Cruise. I forgot what it's called. I'll put it here and in the description. And it's based on a true story. They've been doing like business with the cartel for a long time, and they obviously pretend that they don't. But anyway, let me just finish the video.
When I'm president, I will secure the border, which will end the cartel's drug and trafficking economy. And I will build wide doors for those who wish to enter legally, so that the United States can continue to be a beacon to the world where diversity and culture make us great.
See that? That is what we need. Team Kennedy. People before politics and country before party. We really need somebody that puts people first and sees the problems as they are. They don't make stuff up, and they don't create more divisiveness in the country, because we're already very divided. And we need somebody to bring us together. And I feel like everybody can agree that immigration is fine. It's not just everybody can come in and then you get all this free stuff, and like it's like you're better than a American citizen. They get a lot of help, which is amazing, you know. But if it's so many people, then like what about people in the US aren't even getting healthcare because they can't afford it? Like, it's just not fair to the people here already. And so that's, yeah. But anyway, I just want everybody to know, anybody that follows me and lives in the US, that Kennedy, my opinion is, and you should watch his the podcast that he's been on and interviews. He has very, very good points. He's been saying things since COVID. Before that, you have to watch his things. Like, he has so much information, and people say, oh my gosh, well, he talks funny. But that's not a big deal. Like, how many people have risen above some imperfections that they have, you know? I think he would be an amazing president. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day or night, and I hope to see you guys next time.